I woke up today wanting to motivate, wanting to give some people some life with my words, if I can. So I'm trying to speak only but the truth right now. We wake up every day with the chance to get closer to our goals, but it's that voice inside your head, it's that feeling that often stops you, that often makes you feel like today doesn't matter. I could do it tomorrow. You can't do it tomorrow. Because if you don't do it tomorrow, you have to catch up for tomorrow. So you're in this state of catching up. Every day is a reset. No matter if you put in the work yesterday, you must put in the work today. No compromises. No procrastination. A compromise today will leave you broke tomorrow. Quote that. I don't care what anybody says about me. I know at the end of the day, I put in the work. You can't tell me about me. What? That's absurd. I'm gonna leave you with a Bible quote from Proverbs. People will find this for me, but I know it's in Proverbs. I got a feeling it's verse chapter 12. A little bit more resting of the hands, a little bit more laying of the eyes, a little bit more resting of the hands will leave you in poverty, and it will come at you like a bandit. Don't quote me 100% sure on that, but that is what I'm talking about. Do you want to deposit in the prosperity bank or the poverty bank? Every day you don't work, you're depositing in the poverty bank. You must work in order for things to come. Faith without works is dead. If you don't believe you're going to be successful, you'll never be successful. And if you believe, you would have put in the work. Stay blessed, guys.
Say, family, we most definitely got to talk about what's going on with Ryan King Ra Garcia right now. One of the best young boxers in the world. Yeah, he still got that tag. I know a lot of y'all gonna try to reference the loss to Gervonta Tank Davis. Remember, Gervonta Tank Davis is the best young boxer in the world. So to lose to him ain't that bad. But that's not what we here to talk about. Ryan Garcia has came out as of the past week and exposed a lot of different stuff that we very rarely heard a celebrity of his caliber come out and speak on. The things that this man talked about proves that he does not care about them trying to transform him into a megastar. Not only is the things that he said going to hurt his stardom, but it's going to hurt his bank account. And for him to throw all of that away to give y'all the truth, I think y'all need to open y'all ears and listen for a second. Just listen to what the man had to say or what he has to say. Stop trying to go with the narratives that this man has been taking something or he has been snorting something. It's as if y'all forgot that in a matter of months, this man has a fight looming, a mega fight looming with no other than Devin Haney, where he goes through vigorous Olympic style drug testing to where if the man fart the wrong way, it might send off a red flag through VADA. But I get it. A lot of y'all have never been athletes. A lot of y'all have never been through drug testing. And with all of the reports coming out about people who cheat to try to beat others, it makes one think maybe he could be on something when he pops out and he speaks like this, based off of what the history of other people has shown you.
Look, guys, I understand that everybody's concerned, but at the end of the day, I got to address some things.
But I say, family, don't forget to take this into account. In most cases where athletes use banned substances, or in cases where athletes utilize illegal drugs, there is some smoke there. And wherever a smoke is, there is a fire. And when it comes to the case of Ryan Garcia, there has never been any smoke. 9 times out of 10, you're going to get a dealer somewhere who really gives you a hint about something, or somebody's going to spill some type of beans. There's no smoke here, except for the fact that this man decided to speak on the scriptures and to give all his praise and glory to our Savior and to the Most High God, which is a no-no when you're in bed with the type of people that he's in bed with, making the kind of money that he's making, and the fact that they wanted to promote him as the next golden boy. The golden boy, Oscar De La Hoya. And who was he signed to? no other than Golden Boy. And if you really paid attention, a lot of the stuff that's going on in Ryan Garcia's career as far as promotion correlates with Oscar De La Hoya's. To everybody who remembers, one of the tactics being utilized to build up Oscar De La Hoya's superstardom outside of being a gold medalist and outside of boxing, of course, was the fact that he was a Christian boxer. And that built him a die-hard fan base to where even if the man lost, he would still be regarded as a pound-for-pound fighter. Yet to this day, have I seen a fighter get destroyed like he did in that fight versus Manny Pacquiao, and the powers that be within the boxing world decided to glaze him after receiving that beat down. It was as if they tried to make it seem like he won the fight. It was truly atrocious. And let's not forget how they had him above Floyd Money Mayweather on the pound-for-pound list with losses on his record, when the whole world knew that Floyd was the best fighter at the time. Just crazy. But that's the type of promotion that they wanted to put on Ryan Garcia. But the thing about Ryan Garcia is that he had integrity and his spirituality was real. His longing, his seeking, his searching for the Most High God to be saved, it was real. So Ryan wasn't finna overlook a lot of that corrupt stuff that was going on around him, and Oscar was. Oscar was willing to turn the other cheek to the demonic stuff so that he could remain the man. And that's the difference. This man told y'all blatantly, he worth billions. You got to remember, he already had a major social media presence before he ever became a professional boxer. So the money was already there. And if he wanted to make even more money, he could have prolonged these fights until later on in his career when they meant a lot more, like Floyd Money Mayweather did with Manny Pacquiao, and turned it into a $100 million fight. He could have waited on Gervonta Tank Davis and that potential loss and fought a few nobodies that got a little decent name and built up his status even more, then fought Gervonta, lost, fought Devin Haney, whatever happens in that fight, and actually made more money if it was about the money. I believe what this is really about is this man being genuine to the people because he has a genuine heart. So what makes y'all think that he's getting on this internet and lying to y'all about the things that he's claiming he sees behind closed doors that we've been hearing whispers about forever? You got plenty of whistleblowers who came out and spoke on this. Just not too many with a big, huge, credible name like Ryan Garcia. Now let's not forget, this internet was given to us by a certain group of people that you don't see that governs us. Now I want to ask y'all another question. Do y'all not think that they made sure that they had all their T's crossed and their I's dotted before they gave it to us? So a lot of these comments that you see in the comment section, that's damage control. A lot of these videos that y'all see pop up disproving people when they come out and speak the truth, it's damage control. But I, for one, I'm one of those people, man. I say, fuck y'all system. I say, fuck how you feel if you're not with the truth, living in the light with the Most High. Get ready for what is to come. When people are trying to give you that reality and wake you up, give you that truth, give you the real light, not enlightenment, but the real light. You feel me? When they trying to show y'all that there's a lot of evil going on behind closed doors and a lot of your favorite people are in bed with this, pay attention because they have more insight than you. You sitting on your couch at home without nothing really going on, and that's not to talk down on you. I'm just saying you have no connection to these people. You don't know these people's inside lives. So how could you say that this man is wrong about what he's saying? Listen, take mental note. And if you hear it come back again, then you got to stop and think maybe it might be some truth to that. Maybe he's not the best at articulating himself because you got to think he's been a boxer since he was 7. That's a lot of blows to the head. You feel me? That's a lot of blows to the head. So his speech is not going to be the best. But pay attention when he's trying to give you some information that you can use, some news that you can use. You feel me? Something that can save your life and bring you up out of this darkness. A lot of y'all got a lot of yokes and bonds that's attached to your life that you got to pray to the Most High to break. Just imagine what type of world we live in to where it's like a cursing word for you to say the Most High's name. Imagine where we at. Then y'all discredit the scriptures, but the scriptures are the only thing that has told us the complete and total truth about the way that this world is going to shape out the further and further we go on with time. Remember that. Y'all rather look at looking to the ancestors and the spirit of this and the spirit of that. Man, come on, man. Think about where all of that is coming from. Think about the fact that 10 years ago, you had no black people talking about being the Egyptians and the spirit of this and talking to the ancestors. And Black Panther movie come out, they talking about ancestors, and now all of a sudden, y'all all following the ancestors and wearing unks and not understanding where all of this stuff is coming from because y'all don't do y'all real research. Do your real research. Understand who you are. Wake up, Judah. Wake up, Israel. Open your eyes to the reality of what is really going on and the deception that's being placed in front of your face. And when you get somebody like this who's trying to peel back the deeply rooted layers of deception that have been built up and embedded in us over time, listen, this man is putting his life on the line. And you're going to see a lot of stuff that's going to come out in the near future that's going to contradict a lot of the things that he's saying because, hey, I hate to say it, when you put out stuff like that, you have to be careful. They have complete and total control over this domain. So when you speak the truth, you cannot be scared of the consequences that's going to come behind that. We be raised so backwards that in the streets, we be like, I'm ready for whatever come with that. I'm ready for whatever come behind that. But when it comes to this real stuff, is you going to stand up, take in and fully grasp the fact that this is temporary. We only placed here for a short amount of time to do the works that the Most High wanted us to do. And if you don't do that, hey, you got to pay the consequences. It's like I tell my children, don't do anything negative unless you're ready to accept the consequences first. A man accepts the consequences for his actions, as well as a woman. Accept those consequences before you lay down and do anything that goes against the word of the Most High.
Here to announce my return back to Instagram. Now, over these past couple of days, you guys have seen some pretty intense things. I understand what they are and I understand what they look like. But I'm coming back to announce I'm not going to speak on any other topic other than boxing, sports, and my fight. That's the only thing I'm going to be talking about. And I'm training for this fight. I want everybody to know this fight's still on. 420, 5 weeks of super focus. I have PBD helping me in this camp and many other warriors. So I thank you guys for the support, and I'll see you guys on.
And lastly, I want to say this. I've seen the videos. I believe it was Clubhouse where he was talking about being a God. Well, if you know what the real meaning of the word God is, then you can really see through the deception. God just means power. That's it. That's all. That's why we call the Most High God the Most High, or the Almighty. He's the almighty power, the Most High power. That's why you can't just give him that title of God. Anybody can be a God. There's gods from many nations. There's false gods everywhere. Once again, remember, God means power. So just exchange the word God and power, and what you get is a false power. And we see that everywhere. When you look at the people, it's like it's a stronghold over them. And we know that false power is darkness. So when you follow darkness, you're following in a false power. Now, we also know that there's a true power, a real power, the one true living light of the land, the Most High and his word. When you keep his word, when you trust in him. And I'm not just saying believing. I'm not just saying faith. I mean knowing that the Most High is there, following the plan that he has mapped out for us. Then you are a God in essence, and you are a true God. You're following the real power. You feel me? Of the Most High, the Almighty. Family, I would advise y'all to not get caught up in all the little terms, because the little terms, they can be utilized to deceive you. Remember, there's a lot of misinformation agents out here, a lot of agents of chaos who will take those little terms, tweak them, because they know in your head it has been embedded that someone should not describe themselves this way. So they'll take that and use that as a way to say, how can you believe anything he's saying when he called himself a God? Now his whole message is off. I mean, even if this man isn't truly for the people, remember, the Most High uses people to get across a message, to open people's eyes to a reality that's really going on, expose the darkness. So even if he ain't living his life righteous, the message that he's giving, it should be taken into account, because he's exposing the darkness, the things that we have all known to be true. The ones who really know, the ones who really living in light. And you can see the darkness everywhere, the same darkness that he's talking about. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about this, though, man. I definitely explained mine. All praise be to the Most High. Peace and blessings, kings and queens.